Okay guys, so finding the vertex and axis of symmetry, we'll start off with the easy ones, okay? Something like y equals x squared. Doesn't get any easier than that, okay? So remember, it goes by whatever your a is, and this is your general form for these things. And if I look at my a is the coefficient of x squared, and that's 1. So my a is 1, so I know it's a positive 1, so it's going to open up. Now to find my vertex, I have to go negative b over 2a, negative b over 2 times a. Well, guess what? I don't have a b here, so that means my b is 0. So when your b is 0, the top of if you have a fraction and your numerator is 0, then the whole thing's 0. So for your vertex, okay, and I'm going to just put it in the middle here, that's 0. Okay, so if that's 0, I plug it in, and guess what? I get 0. So there's my vertex, okay, 0, 0. Now they want my axis of symmetry. That's a vertical line that goes through the x-coordinate of my vertex. What's the x-coordinate of my vertex? 0. So, vertex, axis of symmetry. I answered the first question. Okay? Let's look at another one. Say I had y equals negative 2x squared. Okay? So, again, my a is 1, my b is 0, my c is 0. So if my b is 0 and I do negative b over 2 times a, I have a 0 in my numerator. It's going to make the whole thing 0. So if I go back and I plug a 0 in here, 0 squared is 0 times negative 2 is 0. There's my vertex. Okay, 0, 0. My axis of symmetry is x equals the x-coordinate of my vertex. So x equals 0. Okay? Axis of symmetry, axis of symmetry, and vertex. Okay, easy. So if you just have an x squared term, those are easy. Certainly not always going to be like that. So let's say I have this. Y equals x squared plus 4x plus 1. So I'm going to tell you when we look at this one, it's going to be more involved than the last one for sure, but I'm still going to say it's an easy one, and I want you to think about why I'm telling you that it's an easy one. Okay, think about that. Well, my a is 1, my b is 4, and my c is 1, and I do negative b over 2 times a. So that's going to be negative 4 over 2 times 1, negative 4 over 2, I get a negative 2. Okay, now, still be thinking about why that's easy, okay? And I call this a, quote, easy one. So, now to find the y of my vertex, I have to plug that in. So I'm going to have negative 2 squared plus 4 times negative 2 plus 1. Put the negative there, kid. All right, so negative 2 squared, that's negative 2 times negative 2, and that's going to be a positive 4. 4 times negative 2 is going to be a negative 8, and then it's plus 1. 4 minus 8 is negative 4. Negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3. So there's my vertex, okay? And then I have to do my axis of symmetry, and that's going to be x equals negative 2 is my axis of symmetry. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys one to try. Y equals negative x squared plus 2x plus 3. It's another easy one. Easy one. I want you to think why that's an easy one. Okay, I'm going to pause the video so that you guys have a chance to do that, and we'll start it back up in a second.